which is derived from sugar. And that is a pretty low pH. That's a pH of 3.8. Our skin's pH is naturally about a 4.5 to 5.5, so the lower of pH that you get, the more acidic you are, and that is what's going to cause that stimulation. So the glycolic is a stimulating cleanser, or what we like to say is an active cleanser. One other thing that you'll notice, on the bottom of all of our products, it'll say either N, C, O, or D, or all of the above. And that is for normal skin types, combination skin types, those who have oily T-zone and dry outside. O for oily or D for dry. So it's a great little cheat sheet if you're trying to recommend a cleanser to a client. And you ask them their skin type, you can go up and you're very oily, this one's perfect for that. Oh, you're dry, maybe you want the sensitive skin cleanser, something like that.
What percent of glycolic is in?
So and I'm sorry, if you're following along, the glycolic citrus cleanser is on page 19. We don't have percentages, that's a little bit more proprietary, but the pH is 3.8. So this is going to be a very active cleanser, just like one pump is all they need.
Daily?
Yep.
Okay.
So our idea of the stimulation and the nourishment has to do with stimulating and then alternating with that nourishment. So you're not going to want to use something super active every single day, which could cause some irritation. You're going to want to kind of alternate. So we alternate with a resting cleanser a lot of times, or just say to use once a day for the glycolic. And that's going to be for your oily clients that aren't necessarily acneic, need some exfoliation, need some stimulation. That's the glycolic. For your oily clients that do have, that are pretty acneic, the salicylic herbal cleanser is really great for them. Salicylic acid is a BHA, it's a beta-hydroxy acid. So that is a little bit larger molecule than the glycolic acid. The glycolics are the ones that are really meant to saturate and seep into the pores.
Like I just took a
Yep.
little bit.
That's what the napkins are for. So the salicylic is a smaller molecule than the alpha hydroxy acid glycolic. And so the salicylic, what it does is it really gets into your pores and kind of acts like Drano for all that oil in your pores and is oil absorbing. So it's not working as deeply as glycolic, but it's working more effectively to clean the oil out of the pores, which is really nice.
And I noticed it has tea tree oil and some other.
Yeah, you can smell it.
Yep,
Oil.
tea tree is really nice for antibacterial properties as well as lavender. Yep. Yeah, this is a really nice cleanser, especially for your acneic or heavily oily clients, which there aren't a ton of in Colorado.
This one I know already.
If you're following along, that is our lemon cream cleanser. That's on page 21. So those last two, the glycolic citrus and the salicylic herbal, are both active cleansers. It's got a low pH. It's meant to stimulate the skin, really clean out oil, and slough off dead skin cells. So they're all those acids are exfoliative. The lemon cream cleanser is our resting cleanser. So that's for people who can't take a lot of irritating acids or just general everyday use for all skin types. We only fragrance our products with natural essential oils if we do use any fragrance. So that has a lemon oil in it, lemon balm oil, which smells really amazing and people love it. And if you'll notice this lemon cream scrub, it's got a blue label on it, so that is still a cleanser, but it's also a manual scrub, so that's great manual exfoliation for people who have dry skin or who need a little bit of exfoliation but can't take those acids. Sensitive skin clients, normal skin clients, etc. And that is pretty much a similar formulation to the lemon cream cleanser, but it includes silica beads in it, which are really nice and won't tear the skin like a lot of the other scrubs
It's still
out there.
in the nourishing category.
Yep, still in the nourishing, active, or resting category. And those silica beads are really nice and light. They just kind of roll over the skin and slough off the dead skin cells, as opposed to like apricot kernel or walnut shells, which are going to cause little micro tears in the skin, which are terrible for you. We have our milk and honey cleanser, which is really awesome. We use dairy sourced from Colorado as well as honey sourced from Colorado. We try to source locally if we can. And this is a really nice, we consider this a resting cleanser because it is great for all skin types. But that honey does have some really nice enzymes in it that'll kind of help chomp away at the dead skin cell and digest the dead skin cells for you. So it is mildly exfoliative. And then the milk has that sodium lactate in it, the lactic acid that is naturally occurring in milk, and then that our bodies also produce. So another biogenic ingredient. And lactic acid is a really large molecule exfoliant that is also very moisturizing. And so that's found in milk. So
When people are lactose intolerant, they can't use that, right?
topically they still can.
They can?
Because the molecule is so large, it's not actually getting into their bloodstream or their digestive system. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. Same thing, even with this whole gluten intolerance and
With the
celiac
honey that we just looked at.
and celiac disease, right now, the jury's still out on whether or not those molecules can actually penetrate and cause any irritation. A lot of companies are just trying to be on the safer side and take those oat products or those rice bran products out so that there's not any irritation, but there are a lot of people who don't think that that could even affect you if you're just applying it topically. Our sensitive skin cleanser is just like it sounds. It's for sensitive skin, people who get severely irritated. That would be great for your clients who are coming in with wind or sunburn from the ski slopes this winter. Great for all skin types. That's definitely a resting cleanser.
Feels pretty gentle.
Very gentle, no harsh surfactants, no fragrances like most of our products. That one is really nice. And then you'll notice that the resting cleansers, as you're kind of looking along, they do have the higher pHs, so above the skin's natural pH, and so those aren't going to be irritating or exfoliative.